stick on stick are the next tricks that I'm going to show you. And I always sort of chuckle when I teach these or when people see these because it gets such a great reaction, but it's literally one of the easiest tricks in the book. I'm going to first start with single notes. And the way to do that, this is basically dribbling the sticks. So learning it is pretty simple. We're going to put the stick to the head and put a lot of pressure down on the stick. And then gently loosen that pressure as we hit the stick to get the desired number of bounces out of the stick that we want. So here I'm kind of jamming the stick into the head, almost dead stroke style, and then pushing with my fulcrum as well, and then going to gradually loosen that up and get some different number of bounces out of the stick. So here, just as simple as that. Now, it takes a little bit to get that finesse, and once you're sort of comfortable with what's happening there, you can kind of start by just dribbling the stick and just dropping it and dribbling it with the other hand. Now, very important here that you don't try to play anything with your left hand. Your left hand is just holding the stick and letting it bounce. Now, some neat things that you can do with this is roll it through your fingers, up and down your arm. You'll see me do a lot of these things in my solo tribute. And basically would look something like this. Okay? All that has to do with the balance point, and then you're really just transferring that balance point from your hand to the rim, up and down your arm, etc. So no limit to where you can put it. If you're agile and you can get it on your shoulder or on your leg, go for it, right? It all has to do with just balancing the stick and dribbling it with the other hand. You can do the same thing stick on stick, and you can apply multiple notes. Where we learned one note, which is just the dribble, you can do multiple notes, so learn to play a roll. That all has to do with the amount of pressure that you put on the stick to get it to bounce the amount of times. So going back to how we learned it initially, with this type of approach, I still have a little bit more pressure than when I was doing one note in order to get those two notes to happen. Now, I'm going to show you a lot of different rudiments and or sort of licks that you can do with these, all based on the amount of pressure that you're going to change in your fulcrum to get that bounce. So a roll. You can do threes as well. You can do a lot of flam rudiments like flam taps. Flam accents, chachuttas or alternating patty fla-flas, and then my personal favorite, which is Flam Drags. Again, all of those have to do with just varying the amount of pressure and also what you're doing with your right hand. But really experiment with some different things with your fulcrum so you're very comfortable getting exactly the amount of notes out of that dribble that you want.